Hey everyone, we are back. We are still in the last section of chapter 1, section 1-6. But I kind of added this little section because I think it's really, really super important. We're going to practice writing algebraic expressions, just reading words and converting those to mathematical symbols. So, we have this first group of word phrases here. We have a number plus 5, add 5 to a number increased by 5, 5 more than a number. And all of these phrases are referring to addition. So let's go ahead and write the expression for each of these. So we have a number plus 5. Well, a number, do we know what the number is? No. So we don't know what that is. So that is going to be our x. And we just do what it says. It just basically says a number, okay, we're going to call that x plus 5. So this is x plus 5. That's the expression. So remember, expressions, they can have numbers, they can have variables, but they don't have equal signs, so they're just kind of there. Okay, so next one, add 5 to a number. Well, a number, do we know what it is? No, that is going to be our x. So we're going to add 5 to a number. That would just be 5 plus a number. All right. The next one, a number increased by 5. Now, increased is a key word that lets you know that you're doing addition. A number, we don't know what that is. That is our x. Increase is plus and 5. So we just have x plus 5. X plus 5. All right. This one, 5 more than a number. Okay, more means plus. Than means flip. And what I mean by that is these two words, more than, all right, whatever is in front of those words, more than, is going to go to the back. So more than means plus, so I'm going to write a plus symbol here. 5 is in the front of the words more than. So that when I see the word than, 5 is going to flip to the back of the addition sign. And then just a number. Well, we don't know what it is. That is our x. So the x is in the back of the words more than. So this flip means it's going to flip to the front of the addition sign. And there we go. Those are some common addition word phrases. Okay, let's go to the next one. This says a number minus 11, subtract 11 from a number, difference of a number and 11, a number decreased by 11, and 11 less than a number. Well, all of these word phrases are really referring to, you probably guessed it, subtraction. So let's go through and write down what each one of these mean. So a number minus 11. Well, a number, that is our x. Minus is just minus 11. So x minus 11. Okay, next one, subtract 11 from a number. Well, we know that a number is our x. Subtract 11 from a number. So basically, we have a number, and then we're subtracting 11 from it. Subtract 11 from a number. So we have our number, and we're subtracting 11 from that number. So that one you kind of have to say it over a couple times and just think about what it's saying. Subtract 11 from a number. So we, right here, are subtracting 11 from a number. Okay, difference. Difference just means subtraction. And then it's going to tell us the next two things that we're going to be subtracting, and then you just kind of write it in order. So the difference of a number, well, there's our x, and 11. So basically, x minus 11. That's the difference of x and 11. So far, these are all 3 different ways of writing the same thing. Okay, here we go. A number decreased by 11. Okay, a number is x. Decreased means take away or subtraction by 11. A number decreased by 11. And then here you go. It's a 4th time of saying the same thing. 4 different ways. Okay, this last one here. 11 less than a number. Okay, 11 less than a number. Well, we know a number, that's going to be our x. Less means subtraction, but again, when you see this less than, the word than means flip. Okay, so I'm going to write my subtraction here. 11 is in front of the words less than, so now it is going to flip to the back. And a number, or x, is in back of the words less than, so it's going to flip to in front of the subtraction symbol. All right, and there we go. On to the next group. Here we go. 3 times a number, 3 multiplied by a number, the product of 3 and a number. All right, well, all this means is multiplication. So 3 times a number is what we don't know, that's our x. 3 times is just, 3 times x, or just 3x. That's, or we could go 3 times x. These are all different ways of writing the same thing, okay? Or we could actually go 3 times x, or 3 times x. But the most common way of writing this, and how you'd want to write this particular one, is just writing it 3x like that. But it's always super important to know that all of these, how many different ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just need to be comfortable knowing that all 5 of these mean exactly the same thing. Okay. 3 multiplied by a number. Well, a number, that's our x. 3 multiplied by a number, that is just 3x. And then the product means that you're doing multiplication. Okay, the product of 3 and a number is just, a number's x is just 3x again. All right, on to the last group. A number divided by 7. A number divided by 7. 7 divided into a number, and a quotient of a number and 7. So these are all referring to division. A number divided by 7, that is x. So a number divided by 7, that is going to be x divided by 7. This is the way I'd probably want you to represent it. You might have in the past went x divided by 7, but for the most part, that is kind of more elementary mathematics, and we're going to be moving in the direction of writing division in the form of a fraction. So this is how I want you to write it. Okay. 7, the next one, 7 divided into a number. Well, into a number is x. 7 is being divided into a number. So what I'm going to say is x is here, and then 7 is being divided into a number. Okay, so that would be x over 7. And then lastly, the quotient. Quotient means division. The quotient of a number and 7. So a number is x, x and 7. There we go. Okay. That is how you do all those. Now we're going to flip the page and we're going to go over some different examples here. There's quite a few, and I always think it's good to practice this. And so we're just going to go for it. All right. So A, can you see all of them? Okay, here we go. Write an algebraic expression for each word phrase. Okay, we can do that. A number n decreased by 11. Okay, so that's just going to be, this means subtraction, so just n minus 11. Perfect. We're done. The next one. The quotient of 3 and a number h. The quotient of 3 and a number h. So quotient means division. 3 and a number h. So that's just going to be 3 over h. The number that's, or the whatever the thing is that's listed first after the word quotient, that's going to go on the top. And the word and lets you know, okay, I'm about to tell you what goes on the bottom. So 3 goes on the top, and lets you know that h is going to go on the bottom. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Let's go on to the next one. A number k increased by 34. Well, increased means addition. So it's going to be k plus 34. All right, next one. 7 more than a number y. Well, here we go. We have this more than. Remember, more means plus, and than means flip. So 7's in the front, 7's going to go to the back. Okay, a number y is in the back, so it's going to move to the front. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to move these ones up. 4 less than a number w. Less than. Okay, so less means subtraction. Than means flip. So 4 is in front of the words less than. Now it's going to move to the back. 4 less than a number W. So W is in the back. Now it's going to move to the front. And there we go. Okay, this is where stuff gets to get a little bit more complicated. This says 1 more than the product of 12 and P. Ooh, okay. So what do we have first? Well, we have this more than bit. Okay, and the more than bit lets us know that we are doing addition. So we're doing addition, right? Than means we're going to flip. So 1 is in front of the words more than, and now it's going to go to the back. So we have plus and 1. Now, whatever is after the words more than, that is going to flip to the front. Now, what does this say? The product of 12 and P. Well, the product of 12 and P, product means multiplication. 12 and P is just 12P. So the whole thing, 12P, is going to flip to the front, just like that. Okay. Next one here. G. 3 times the sum of Q and 1. So 3 times the sum. The sum means we're adding multiple things together. Okay, so we have 3 times the sum means we're going to be adding 2 things together, and those 2 things are Q and 1. So 3 times the sum is actually 3 times the sum of Q and 1, like that. All right, next one. 7 times the sum of M and 6. So 7 times the sum of M and 6. We have that sum again. That means we're doing addition. We're going to be adding 2 things together, which are M and 6, but we're going to multiply that sum by 7. So it's going to be 7 times the sum of M plus 6. All right, let's move it up. Okay, the next one. The sum of 7 times M and 6. So here we have the sum means addition. And where is the word and? The word and is right here. That lets you know what comes first. So the sum lets us know that we're doing addition, right? Now, in front of the words and, that goes in front of the addition sign. And whatever is in back of the word and, that's going to go on the back side of the addition sign. So here we go. The sum of 7 times n. Well, how do we write 7 times n? That's multiplication, and you just go 7m. So 7m, and now it's going to tell us what goes on the back side of the addition sign, and 6. There we go. Okay, the next one. 6 times the difference of x and 4. Well, difference means subtraction, okay? And we're going to be going 6 times 2 things that are being subtracted. And remember, and lets us know, basically, when you see and, if it says difference, that's where you're putting your subtraction symbol. So it's going to be, 6 times the difference of x minus 4. Just like that. Okay. On to K. Half the sum of M and 5. So half the sum of M and 5. Here we have this and again. Sum is addition. So basically you put that addition right where that and symbol is. So it's half the sum of M plus 5. So half the sum. So 1/2 the sum of, it's going to be multiplied by the sum of M plus 5. All right, on to the next. 9 more than the product of 6 and y. Okay, got a lot going on here. So 9 more than, all right. So there we have this more than. More means we're going to be adding, right? Than means